who's there? Why, it's the new Squier Thinlines.
Hi folks, Nathaniel here at Chicago Music Exchange. We've got Tristan and we got a couple of Thinline Squier tellies, right?
Yeah, these are new classic vibe Thinlines that we're doing in partnership with Squier and also Andertons over in the UK. We've got kind of a, 52 style blackguard thing going on with this one, obviously Thinline. And that one's something very new, very cool, like a sparkly black with a silver anodized pickguard.
This is very cool looking, I have to say.
Yeah, so both of these are part of the Classic Vibe series. So they've got, kind of the vintage vibe, but with some modern appointments that just make them more comfortable and more practical. Yeah. So we've got kind of an old school 3-barrel saddle down here, but then a 9.5-inch fretboard radius, a little flatter than a traditional, more 7 1/4. And also the top of the headstock access for the truss rod. So you don't got to go pulling off the, and you can do that, So you can fire the pedal steel player. Yeah. And they still have the vintage tuners though, and the kind of vintage looking tinted neck around here as well. And the neck itself is a slim C-shaped neck. Try saying that 3 times fast. Slim C-shape.
It sounds good though.
It sounds good, yeah.
Now, these pickups, what can you tell me about these?
Yeah, they're Fender design Alnico telly pickups. So they're kind of voiced for these guitars, and that combined with the fact that they're semi-hollow sound really good. They're very light, very punchy sounding.
I'm trying to think if I've seen the type of finish like this. John 5 has a similar looking
thing, I think.
Not quite the same, but I mean, this looks,
outside
this looks
of
brilliant.
custom shop or something like that, I really have not seen that on anything.
Love the black sparkle in this.
Very cool.
You were saying this is kind of somewhat based off a broadcaster.
I mean, the big thing is the butterscotch combined with the black pickguard. So the originals had that kind of blonde finish and a 1-ply guard. This happens to have a 3-ply, which looks a little more modern. But yeah, so it's kind of taking the vibe of that older, kind of more original telly broadcaster type thing, taking generations and you're smashing them together, playing God with these guitars. And it turns out pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Did all right.
So, Nathaniel, are you a Thinline guy? Do you have much experience with these kind of guitars?
I was going to make a joke about calling me fat there, but I won't.
Are you a thin guy? Are you a fat guy?
You know what? I haven't had much experience with them, and I'm a telly player. I love playing my telly, the solid body. But I would certainly like to explore them a little bit more.
Sure.
Particularly when we're in that pickup. For the kind of jazzier side.
Yeah.
And or maybe a little bit of bebop, whatever. I mean, yourself, are you a Thinline player?
No, kind of the same boat. I've played a lot of more traditional tellies, solid body tellies, but at their heart, they're still tellies. Yeah. But they have a little more of that kind of mid-range that you'd expect out of maybe some kind of a 335 or something a little warmer. Yeah. So, which is kind of a cool combo because you get that twanginess that you associate with the telly, but with a little more of that body. So. It's a cool guitar. I think kind of an underappreciated guitar. You don't see too many Thinlines out
really,
there,
no. I mean, you know what? Off the top of my head, I can't even think of any Thinline players. I mean, you're probably going to say someone now that I'll be thinking, oh, God, how did I not think of him? But
yeah, I know Britt Daniel from Spoon, he had a signature guitar that was a thin-line Tele. It seems like it's popular with a lot of like kind of Indian alternative type people, at least as of late.
These are exclusive to Chicago Music Exchange, right?
Correct. Yep, we're the only place in America that carries these. And if you live in Europe, Anderton's is the exclusive dealer for over there. And also, be sure to check out their YouTube stuff. You know, they have a great channel, and they're going to be doing some more content, more videos and stuff like that about these here in the near future. So, yeah, overall, just great guitars for the money. They're going to be released at, I believe, $479.99 for this one, and $499.99 for that one. It's a little more expensive because of that silver anodized pickguard. Just costs a little more to make, but I think it's worth it, frankly, because that is a very good looking guitar. This is a very good looking guitar too. More classic, more modern. You get kind of the best of both worlds. You get your choice of what you want. So, yeah.
What would you go for?
You know, one of each.
Correct.
Yeah.